Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube channel of LastStand Esports. We're a competitive team that looks forward to dominating future competitions and growing this esports team together. We strive to bring out the best that we can be, and we hope our hiding spots in this video will bring out the best in you. Stay tuned for the entire video for some spots that will give you some guaranteed wins. Starting off with number 10 on the list is behind the roadblock on the map Vacant. Now this does look like a very simple spot to set up and hide, but after using this spot time after time, I quickly learned that this spot is very underlooked. For the infected's point of view, you are very hard to spot unless you go in the corner where you are hiding. It is important to stay still as possible and refrain from shooting unless the infector gets too close. Moving on to number 9 on the list takes place on the map Anaya Incursion. You go behind the crates and go prone so that you cannot be seen as well by the enemy. Something important I want to bring up for the spot is, when you're going to get behind the crates, I would wait a little bit after the round starts because sometimes people do follow you back there and it will give away your position. If people don't know about the spot already, you will most likely not be found by the enemy team because this spot is just very hard and most people will not think to look here. Next up on the list is number 8 on the map Grozny Raid. This is a simple, yet unconquered spot. Although this spot looks like it's okay to stay in, many people don't even bother to look in the bed of the truck, which will keep you to the end of the game. From the infected's point of view, you cannot see the person that's laying in the back unless they jump and specifically look up at your spot. Next up on the list is number 7 on the map Euphrates Bridge. There's a bush in the corner of the map that allows you to be fully hidden. You want to crawl back far as possible, but be aware of the barbed wire that lurks behind you. Here's a look at the infected's point of view to show you how hidden you truly are. Next up on the list is number 6 on the map Euphrates Bridge. This is where the spots start to get a little cheeky and very interesting. You can actually jump and get to the top of the cylinder block, but let me advise you, this jump is very hard to pull off, so if you want to pull this off in game, I recommend practice this in a custom game first. From the infected's point of view, unless you stare at the position and jump, you really can't see the person that's hiding there, which will allow the survivor to make it to the end. Moving on to number 5, we're halfway through. Guess what map it is? Yes, again, it's Euphrates Bridge. There's a bush that's behind the staircase, which is a very good spot from experience. Unless the infected person gets up close to you, you're pretty much inspottable by them. At number 4, we're on the map Anaya Palace. If you climb the stair railing, you can actually get on the building tops to your left, which makes it practically impossible to get found, because you can keep jumping roof to roof and then go prone, which makes it impossible to see you. Just take a look at the infected's view. In the number 3 spot, we have a spot that you can actually hide in a tree on the map Anaya Palace. If you walk on top of this wall, you can hide in the palm tree branches and easily win the game. There's not much explaining to be done because just look at that spot. Moving on to our number 2 position, we're on the map Azir Cave. In this spot, you can literally climb down the cliff and practically be unseen if you're going prone. I mean, let's be real. Who's going to look down there? Look at the infected point of view and how far they have to go to the edge just to see you. We finally reached the number 1 spot. This takes place in the map Ramoneza. In this spot, you will win 100% of the time if this is done correctly, and I promise you. Here's how to do it. You want to be going into this room up here, open the door, and push it just enough so that there's a sliver of a crack. This way, the infected person literally has no chance to get in, and the only way that he can get in is if you make the mistake of placing a claymore in front of the door, because the explosion radius knocks back the door. Another thing is, don't sit still too long because then it kicks you out for inactivity. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to leave the links for all of LastStand's co-owners and social medias in the description if you're interested. Again, thanks again. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a future video.